Hi everyone, I'm just going to answer a quick, I'm just quickly going to answer a question that was asked on my Instagram page last week, a few days ago. It was under a post that I put up last year actually, April 27th, funnily enough. So yeah, it was a year ago. And she said, it's been a while since I posted that particular post, but she wanted to know how my children are on their medication because she's about to, begin medicating her son, and she was scared. So here it goes. Here is how it has been for us with medication. I have 3 children currently on medication. Ritalin for ADHD for our 8-year-old. He started when he was 6. Our daughter is 9 years old. She also started 2 years ago. She's on Amfixa at the moment. And our son, my 8-year-old, is also on Risperdal, which is an antipsychotic. It's Risperdal tablet. My 4-year-old is on an antipsychotic, Risperdal. She's on the syrup. And yeah, that's it. Besides allergy syrup, that's all they're on at the moment. How are they doing? It has increased her appetite. I've mentioned that before. My son, it didn't increase his appetite. Even before he was on Ritalin, the Risperdal did not increase his appetite. Now, he was put on Risperdal for the same reason my daughter was. Hectic anger, real anger. It wasn't an autism meltdown, it wasn't a sensory breakdown, it was pure anger, where he would throw things at someone out of jealousy. He would throw things at people, kick things, shout and yell, and scream and cry for attention. And similar to my daughter, she gets angry and then tries to hurt herself. So it was a matter of, what do we do? Life and death before he kills someone. So that's why we put them on the antipsychotic, because they had big feelings, really big. We're already eating healthy. We're already, none of those additive type people with the E's and the whatevers that you should not do when you've got ADHD. You should not give your children if they've got ADHD. And that was the other thing. We moved on to ADHD tablets because natural didn't help. So antipsychotic wise, we've had to increase the dosage for both children as they've become older and bigger. Besides the weight gain for my daughter, it's not extreme. She's not obese, but she definitely is bigger than she should be. There's not been anything else that we've noticed at the moment. Yeah, there's nothing. Oh, and she's also on an anti-anxiety tablet because she's very anxious, scared. Everything scares her. The unknown scares her, and we can't keep her in a bubble at home. She can't grow if she's just stuck in a bubble. And if she's anxious and her anxiety can increase and she can go out, that's good for all of us. So she is on an anti-anxiety tablet, half a tablet a day, and it has worked. It has helped. She's taking more walks. She's enjoying herself out there. Now that it's been a month, 2 months, since we began with a quarter tablet for 2 weeks and then half a tablet, and she's much better. She is so much happier. So that's how she is. She's happier. So that's what she needed. She needed a combination of the Risperdal and the Laurine fluoxetine. I think that's the actual name. And she's happier, calmer. She's still very vocal. She's still stimming. She's still running up and down. That is activity. It's not anything to do with anger, or anxiety. She's just a happy child. She's a sensory seeker. So it hasn't changed her personality. I don't see any complaints, like physical complaints or suffering of any sort. The Ritalin, they had said, might cause headaches or stomach aches. My children didn't complain of that. They didn't complain of anything negative. In the beginning, my daughter did complain that she's not able to laugh at herself when she's naughty. When she's on the Ritalin, she can't laugh at herself. But interestingly, last week, she came to me and said, Mom, I need my medication. I need my fixer. And yeah, she hadn't been given it yet. Sometimes the teens give it to her if I'm still in the shower and stuff. So they hadn't given it to her. And so I asked her, hey, tell me, how did you realize that you needed your medication? And she said, no, my behavior was just wrong. And I found it interesting that she could tell that before anyone told her that, you're wild, she could tell that I'm out of control and I need to be more contained. And I mean, these are children who were eating crayons, who were throwing books into the sink, into the bin, into the bathtub, and into the toilet. These are children who were putting potatoes into the toaster. So this wasn't healthy, it wasn't safe. She was ripping cable off like from a plug, like this, ripping the plastic coating from cables like that. So their behavior really is extremely unsafe for both of them. And obviously it becomes then irritating for us when they cannot listen because they're all over the place. So I found it interesting that she actually wanted her medication. She wanted her brain to just calm down just a bit. So that's what I said. It's a short answer. They're fine. They're thriving on the medication. When they don't have it, you can tell. You can tell. Everything just flies out the window. They can't focus. They can't concentrate. It holds their ability it keeps them back from being able to give themselves as much as they can give themselves to an activity like learning. If they don't have the medication, they can't learn. If they don't have the medication, the ADHD, the Ritalin and the Amfixer for their ADHD, they can't do their therapy exercises. They just can't. So we need it. We need it. It was not taken lightly, the decision to put them on. And we do know there are long-term side effects. That's the truth. But the short-term side effect is a child who's going to run out into the road in anger, or who will just suddenly throw a tantrum because she's anxious and angry and stressed, or run out into the road like she was doing, right? Just running away from them. So it is a matter of safety. Depends which safety you want to, prioritize. For us, we want to prioritize their lives now in this house. My children will just jump up onto the table and run around on the table. They don't have a fear of, a sense of safety. They don't have a fear. They don't acknowledge or realize that something is not safe. So in that situation, and I can't be there with all of them all the time anyway. So because of that is why we medicate, to keep them safe, to help them to focus, and to help them also feel at ease, to not be so anxious, stressed, unhappy, and distraught, like my 4-year-old has been without the medication. She's not hurting herself as much anymore. The tantrums or the screaming isn't lasting 40 minutes anymore. So she's happier in herself. That's how it is with us and our medication. It's now April 28, 2024. I'll let you know next year how we are, where we are, and if anything has had to change, or if anything has to change before then, I will let you know. I just thought maybe if she has that question, someone else on YouTube would also have the same question. How are they doing on the medication? They're fine.